President and CEO of New Jersey Transit and Executive Director of New Jersey Turnpike Authority, Chris Calori, New Jersey Board of Public Utilities, Director of Reliability and Security, Frank Gaffney. Yesterday, I declared a state of emergency beginning at noon today for all 21 counties. As we are preparing for this dangerous storm, we have heard significantly worsening forecasts. This morning, I was briefed again by the National Weather Service and will continue to receive those briefings throughout the day. The entire state of New Jersey, all 21 counties, is under a blizzard warning for the first time in 30 years. This is likely to be the worst storm that we have seen since 1996. There is a 90% likelihood of the whole state getting a foot of snow or more. The coast especially could see 2 or more feet, along with a flooding risk. The worst is expected overnight into tomorrow morning, when snowfalls could reach as much as 3 inches per hour. To put that in perspective, our January storm, which was considered a very bad storm at its height, had about 1 inch per hour. So these are considerably worse conditions that we are facing even from that bad storm in January. So I've been saying to people, if you've seen one storm this winter, you've seen one storm this winter. This is going to be very different. It is a serious storm, so please take it seriously. Stay inside. Get off the roads tonight. In our last storm, I said don't travel if you don't have to. Now I'm just saying don't travel tonight. It's dangerous. This is a very heavy, wet snow. There are incredibly high winds, up to 60 miles per hour. That means that we could see branches and trees falling into the highway, drifts and whiteout conditions. It will be incredibly dangerous. Do not travel tonight. It's time to stay home. Let the road crews, emergency workers, and utility workers do their jobs. At 3 p.m., a commercial vehicle ban will take effect on all of our highways except the Turnpike, which is an interstate highway. I'm now announcing speed restrictions of 35 miles per hour, which will also take effect at 3 p.m. For now, New Jersey Transit is still running buses and trains. It'll work to do so throughout the day so people can get home safely. But we will be suspending service at 6 p.m. today on all buses, light rail, and Access Link. Currently, we expect trains to run into this evening, but we are likely to suspend service sometime tonight, and we'll be announcing that. This storm is too serious to have people and workers out on public transit in the worst of it. We are also, as I said, expecting severe gale force winds of up to 60 miles per hour along the coast, 45 miles per hour inland. Again, this is different from our last storm. These winds are much stronger. We also anticipate that wet, heavy snow will cause power outages throughout the state as branches and trees fall. The Board of Public Utilities is working with utility providers to be ready. But please, if your electricity goes out, report that power outage to your public utility. Don't wait for your neighbor to do so. That will enable our public utility companies to respond as quickly as possible and get New Jerseyans back up and online. We are going to get through this, but please heed the warnings and stay off the roads. Your safety is my top priority. I've directed our transportation heads to clear state roads as fast and as efficiently as possible. Across New Jersey, we have 101,000 tons of salt for the Turnpike and Parkway alone. That is on top of what the counties have, and we have checked with all of our emergency managers in all of our counties to ensure they have their salt. We have 350,000 tons for the other state roads. 4,500 pieces of equipment are deployed and ready to go. We have thousands of crews and contractors in place. Their trucks are loaded and ready to go. All of these workers deserve our thanks. As we saw in our last storm, New Jersey is lucky to have the best public servants in the nation. We have people from our DPW, our Departments of Public Works, troopers, and transit and utility workers spread out across the state to keep people safe and to keep New Jersey moving. Let's also not forget that our FEMA workers who are embedded with our emergency managers are now working without pay due to the current administration's inability to keep the government open, so they too deserve a debt of gratitude. All of these workers deserve our thanks. We can repay them by staying off the roads so that they can do their jobs. Our State Emergency Operations Center will be staffed 24/7 in all 21 counties, and the Lieutenant Colonel will share more about this next. But first, I said it yesterday, I'm going to say it again, stay off the roads. Stay home, keep your phones and computers charged, stay in tomorrow, check in on your neighbors, especially the elderly. State offices are closed for Monday. Follow your telework protocols. Go to ready.nj.gov for information on warming centers and roads. We'll keep monitoring the situation. I'll continue speaking to you throughout this storm and its aftermath. So now I'm going to turn it over to Acting Superintendent of the State Police, David Sirotowicz.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you very much, and good afternoon. As the Governor just said, a blizzard warning has been issued for the entire state of New Jersey. Please take this warning seriously and finalize all of your preparations now. Rain has already arrived across the state, but this will be turning over to snow beginning midday today. We'll be closely coordinating with representatives from the National Weather Service throughout this storm, and they will be providing us with regular winter updates. Snow-covered roads and gusty winds will cause reduced visibility, which will cause potentially life-threatening travel. So as the Governor said, please stay off the roads. Remember, roads can wait, your life can't. Coastal flood warnings remain in place for many counties in the state. This means many roadways can flood in coastal and bayside communities close to tidal waterways. Remember, if you see a roadway that may be flooded, turn around, don't drown. Our State Emergency Operations Center has activated to a Level 2 activation as of 12 p.m. today, and they will remain activated throughout the duration of the storm. This allows us to remain in close connection with all of our local counties and state partners to remain connected throughout the entire state, so we can coordinate all of our response efforts. Also, the State Emergency Operations Center will continue monitoring for any requests for state assistance from our county and local partners. Our search and rescue personnel are available should we need them for this storm. They have specialized equipment and training to support any requests where needed. This includes high-wheeled vehicles as well as snowmobiles. If you need assistance finding a warming center closest to you, visit nj211.org for updated Code Blue information. Our state patrols also have additional personnel assisting them today from many of our specialized state police units to cover all of our roadways and ensure the safety of all of our patrons. Tips for our residents. Again, please make all of your final preparations now. Fill up your vehicle with a full tank of gas. Charge all of your cell phones and your devices. Check on your elderly. We say this every time, your neighbors. We are a community here in New Jersey. Make sure everybody is safe. If you do not have to travel, as the Governor said, please stay off the roadways. This allows our snow removal crews to clear the roadways safely, as well as the safety of all of our residents. If you also see an emergency vehicle with lights activated, please slow down and move over. Allow them to do their job. Finally, you can stay updated this storm by visiting ready.nj.gov. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you. And next we'll have Acting Commissioner Priya Jain.
Thank you, Governor, for your continued leadership to inform our residents ahead of this major blizzard. As the Governor has mentioned, this is a record event with the heaviest snow, strongest winds, and blizzard conditions expected Sunday night into Monday. NJDOT crews and contractors are already on duty and will be in position as the snow increases this afternoon and evening. Crew will work around the clock, through the storm, and after the storm passes to ensure roads are clear and safe. NJDOT has up to 3,400 spreaders and plows that will be deployed to keep the interstate and state highways clear. SJTA has 83 plows to keep the Atlantic City Expressway clear. Between midnight and 6 a.m., snowfall is expected to be as much as 2 to 3 inches per hour. Please stay off the road so the crews can do their job in cleaning the roads. Motorists are encouraged to check the New Jersey DOT's traffic information website, 511nj.gov, for real-time travel information. I would like to thank all of our crews, contractors, and emergency personnel that will be working tirelessly over the next few days. Again, please stay safe, and once again, please avoid unnecessary travel during the storm. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I will have President CEO of New Jersey Transit, Chris Calori.
Thank you, Governor. I want to join the Governor and my partners in thanking our crews. I want to in particular thank the 15,000 employees that work at New Jersey Transit and New Jersey Turnpike Authority. Our focus at the Turnpike and Parkway is obviously to make sure we are fully prepared and have our people pre-positioned to handle the snow. We have 1,600 people and 1,200 pieces of equipment to do just that. Once you leave here, you'll see we are following the governor's lead and making sure our message boards ask people to stay off the roads starting tonight. So this is an important message. We want the residents to heed that message so we can get the roads cleared as quickly as possible. At Transit, we've always said our job, we don't believe, is to run a system till it is unsafe. We run a system till we get our folks to the final destination that they want to get to. That is our focus. As the governor said, we believe we can do that with the bus, light rail, and access link till 6 p.m. today. We'll try to continue to run the trains as long as we can and give the governor our recommendation if the conditions change. Equally important, our buses and our trains, light rails trains and access link assets are being moved into garages and maintenance facilities so they can be cleaned, maintained, and when the service is back up, we're able to do it as efficiently as possible. Again, we're grateful to the governor's leadership, and equally important, we want to make sure our residents pay attention to this particular event because it is nothing like we have seen in 30 years. Thank you, Governor.
Thank you. All right. Now we'll hear from Board of Public Utilities Director of Reliability and Security, Frank Gaffney.
Thank you, Governor. And once again, thank you for your leadership in making sure the state of New Jersey is well prepared for this event. This is a very serious storm. It is possible the state will see multiple outages from heavy snow and high winds, especially along the coast. Please take this storm seriously. Your safety and the safety of your pets is very important to us. The electric distribution companies are holding crews, have added contractors, and have acquired mutual aid, some from as far away as Ohio. Although they are well staffed, they cannot be everywhere. It may be some time if you have an outage before you will be restored. Board staff will continue to monitor the storm and the utility response until every customer is restored. We want to thank our police officers, our firefighters, our transit workers, our DPW workers, and the utility workers. The governor is right. They're the best in the nation. Please keep them in your thoughts. Although this is a serious storm, it is not something that we cannot handle. New Jersey is prepared, New Jersey is resilient, and New Jersey is strong. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Now I'll open it up for a few on-topic questions.
Chris, can you explain the difference between the buses stopping at 6 o'clock, why trains will be running past that, and what commuters can expect, if anything, tomorrow?
On buses and light rail systems run mostly on local streets, so the weather conditions are dramatically different than on tracks. tracks were able to run it to a point till wind and snow becomes an issue. So that's the difference. Look, I think my job is to make sure the governor is fully briefed on the evolving events and give our recommendations on the service when it can come back.
In your experience, when should people really be thinking they're not going to expect a train?
Look, I mean, we have committed to the governor that we're working with our partners, Amtrak. As you know, they run the Northeast Corridor. In fact, I just talked to the president there a few hours ago. We are working with them. As soon as we have a clear indication on when we think we can reasonably run till, our job is to make sure the governor is briefed and then and give her a recommendation. So it'll be in the next several hours we'll make this.
But reasonably, people should anticipate the trains will shut down tonight. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, here we are again. Good afternoon. Thank you